Welcome back to the Old Sun Sports Talk Show. It is your host, Old Sun. We have a great guest on the show today. It's Coach Tom Abel III of Dundalk High School. He's the Dundalk Owls head coach. He just had a very successful first season. He's one of the great up and coming coaches in the Maryland sports scene, and he manages a number of really talented athletes, and he's got a really cool clinic coming up this weekend. We're going to pick his brain about that. So welcome to the show, Coach Tom. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, old son. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, and hopefully a couple people tune in today.
Appreciate it. So first question, would tell us about your background, your coaching journey. When did you get into football, and how did you get to where you are now?
Coaching wise, I started in 2014, fresh out of college. I'm a Shenandoah University grad. I played Division III football there. I played for two head coaches. I played for Paul Barnes and Scott Yoder. In 2014, I started my coaching journey as like the JV defensive coordinator at Hammond High School in Columbia. Worked for Justin Carey, who was then the head coach. A year from there, I spent 4 or 5 years at Wild Lake High School as the JV head coach. And then after that, I spent a season at the Severn School as the assistant head coach and D coordinator at the Severn School under Dwayne Tyler. And then I spent 2 seasons as the D coordinator here at Dundalk High School under Matt Banta. And then I took over as head coach last February.
Great answer. Really cool journey you've had. Really rising up in the ranks quickly. So tell us, you've had Chimney Ono just committed to Penn State, correct?
Sir.
And you have two underclassmen who are really good prospects. What is it like just coming into that situation and managing those recruitment of those players?
I'm not new to this. When I was at Wild Lake, I had a small portion of helping out Osita Smith, who was a recruit. He played for Maryland.
Yeah.
He was a West Virginia recruit, big time guy. So I'm kind of, I got a little bit acquainted to it. With Chimney, it was great for him. Although he blew up kind of late, it was still kind of exciting. And a lot of people don't realize the kid had to squeeze basically 2 years of recruitment into a month.
Yeah.
If you think about it. He probably held, 10 to 13 FCS to low FBS. Old Dominion was where he was originally committed to. And a lot of it, his senior team, senior tape must have really popped. I mean, he had a great senior season. Rutgers was the first one to kind of break it open. And then from there, Rutgers, Penn State, Colorado, UAB, Maryland, Syracuse, Ole Miss. I think I got them all. They came and for Chimney it was cool, but it was stressful a lot. But for us, it's just something that we want. We want to promote that here at our school. We want our athletes to be seen. Dundalk's had talent forever, and anyone will tell you that. I think I'm just a guy that cares a lot about it, and I'm going to push, and I'm going to be, I guess if you want to call it, I'm going to be instrumental in the recruitment of the kids and pushing our guys to see how great our area is. As far as the other guys go, I do have 2 kids with a couple offers each. So Keith Barnes is a class of 2025. He's a DB. He was a starting quarterback on JV as a 9th grader. And then this past year we brought him up and he started all 13 games at corner for us.
Wow.
He was a first team unanimous. Yep. He was a first team unanimous all county selection. He's about 6 foot, 165, 170 pounds. He's a real deal. He's a kid that's going to pick up a lot of steam here in the springtime, I think. He's been in the weight room every day. He doesn't miss a day. He doesn't miss a class. He's got a 3.4 GPA. Like, he's the real deal.
That's phenomenal.
On top of that, we have Greg Maddox. Greg is a 2026 offensive tackle.
Yeah.
He was playing tackle and guard this year, but will be our main left tackle, replacing Chimney moving forward. And Greg, he has a UNC Charlotte offer, Penn State, Maryland, Michigan State, Boston College. I'm missing one. I think that's it. I think it's 5.
5,
Yeah. So Greg's
really
awesome.
phenomenal
Greg's a
stuff.
great too. What's that?
Really phenomenal stuff.
Yeah. So, and then on top of that, there's two guys that were kind of under the radar with us too. Dylan Anderson is a 2024 tackle. He's taller than, and not as heavy as Chimney, but taller. He's about 6'7", 6'8", 275 pounds. He's returning. He's got a UNC Charlotte offer as well.
Wow.
And then we have a 2025 center / like nose guard, Andre Andrades, who has a UNC Charlotte offer as well. So young guys are really doing a good job for us, but Chimney really broke this thing open for our school.
Great answer and really, really good stuff. Really phenomenal. So tell us, what are the keys to the rise of the program in recent years? You've really had some good results.
I think the big thing is I can't take credit for everything. It's just not possible. It started with Coach Sandora. Coach Sandora was the head coach here. They made their first state championship. I could be wrong, but I think it was their first in 2015. They had, some very, very, very talented players, one of which would be Chris Lane, who was a Shepherd All-American.
Yeah.
He was great. Chris was like a catalyst for that team. And then they had Darius Sample. So Darius Sample was the quarterback back then. Sample ended up playing at Clarion, Alvernia, Virginia Union of Lynchburg, I want to say. And then now he's playing, he's playing overseas or a different country. I can't remember where he's playing. So Darius was a great player. And then the departure of Sandora came, Coach Banta. Coach Banta, XO, phenomenally gifted guy, very great technician and teacher of the game. And he really took it to the next level, right? The sustainability where we're consistently winning.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm doing is really taking the program and putting it on the map, making it known that we're here. I'm a big social media guy. Everyone knows that. Promoting our players the right way. And I'm a big culture guy. So I'm big on, GPAs and the way we handle ourselves in the building and the way we run our weight room, things like that. So I like to think that Coach Banta, Coach Sandora gave me a Corvette, and I'm turning it into a Ferrari.
Very good stuff. That's a phenomenal quote. So let's pivot to the clinic you're having this Saturday. Tell us. Let's pick your brain about that.
So it's our second annual clinic. Actually, we're turning around. We did one in June, and we're going to turn around and do one within 8 months, and we're going to do one in February. First and foremost, it is a fundraiser for our program, and it's something that we're making a couple dollars to help put into our program, so people understand that. It is $20. It's very inexpensive and very efficient for what you're getting. So you're getting $20. You're getting lunch on us. You're getting a free Gold Support Touchdown Club beanie. Everyone that shows up will get a free beanie right here.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. Good stuff.
Yeah, so everyone gets a beanie as well. As many as I have. I think I have 100. Shout out to the Baltimore Touchdown Club for sponsoring. And on top of that, you get to listen to 35 tremendous, well-established speakers from high school to the college to Division I. So from all ranks, you have high school, JUCO, all the way to the top. So we start around 7:30, 8 is check-in, and then we start, I'll give my brief, no one cares to hear what I have to say, but a brief introduction on welcome to the school. And then we're going to kick off with Ernie McCook, the head coach at Shepherd. And then we're going to second that with Pete Shinnick, the new head coach at Towson. Yeah,
Pete Shinnick. Tell us about, what are your thoughts about him? He's a good hire, I think, for Towson.
I think he is a good hire. I had a good relationship with Coach Ambrose, so I'm not going to speak anything negative on Coach Ambrose. Coach Shinnick it's just new. He's just the new guy. He's
refreshing,
fresh energy. He's come from a Division II program where you have to get creative in your recruiting and how you do things. And he turned, I believe West Florida, right? West Florida.
Yeah, I believe
he turned West Florida into a powerhouse. So that's nothing to be nothing to scoff at. I know that Coach Shinnick, the first thing he did, one of the first things he did when he got hired was he came to a Baltimore Touchdown Club meeting. He met all the local area coaches, and he basically told them, look, we're going to be out, we're going to be around, we're going to make our rounds, we're going to do our due diligence for you guys, and try to help and build this thing up. So Towson's already been through, and they're talking about coming again. They've already held a junior day, which is, awesome for them. And they're still working on that 2023 class, but I think that Coach Shannon's going to do a great job of just building relationships and being a good face in the Baltimore area.
That's fantastic. Yeah, really. We're big Towson Tigers fans at Old Sun Sports, and we really look forward to seeing how he does with the Tigers. So, last, do any other names you want to drop or like stuff you want to tell us about the clinic?
Man, there's a ton of guys I could go from off top of my memory, and if I don't remember you guys on this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no one's being
Let's
slighted.
go notable high school coaches first. Steve Erksleben, the head coach at South River High School. Steve is well established. He's coached at me. He's coached at St. Mary's of Annapolis. He's coached at Southern. He's a Frostburg grad. So that's the start. He's the head coach. We're going to talk about 3-4 defense and some fire scheme blitzes. Then you have Steve Rapp, the offensive coordinator and associate head coach at Dr. Henry A. Wise and PG.
Yeah.
So he's going to be talking about some offensive stuff, some QB, some QB game planning, but also some basic things like mesh and shallow concepts.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. You have Bill Brenniger. So Bill Brenniger is a local guy. He coached at Eastern Tech. He's the head coach, a good friend of mine. Bill's going to talk about some wing T principles and bringing it into your regular everyday offense, whether it may be spread or pro or what have you. So Bill's an awesome guy. I'm trying to think of what else I could do. Oh, my own O-line coach. So my newly promoted O-line and offensive coordinator, Matt Bounds.
Matt Bounds,
Matt will be talking about
great guy.
He'll be talking about building O-line culture and kind of how we've done that here. I mean, if anyone knows Dundalk at this point, we got linemen.
Yeah, I'm a line coach myself, and I'm really that's the one thing I'm looking most forward to being at the clinic, to the building of that segment.
Yep. Yeah, Bounds is a great guy. Me and Bounds were college teammates, college roommates. And it just so happened the stars aligned. Bounds is a year older than me. I thought for sure that he'd be a head coach before me, but the stars, had different thoughts. And here we are working together again. So that's something I'm excited about. Notable guys, let me just rattle them off the top of my head. You got Steve Timms from Georgetown University. He's always there to help. I have Ramal Fauneroy from Morgan State and Raleigh Evans from Morgan State. I have Kenneth Tinsley from Georgetown, the running back coach. He'll be in as well. D3 wise, let's talk about John Davis. John Davis is one of my best guys I've ever had as far as a reference and just a friend, someone I can lean on and trust. He's the head coach at Misericordia, and he's bringing his O-line coach, Dalton McCran, and then he's bringing his offensive coordinator, Kiefer Price. So there's going to be 3 deep there. Cool. You're going to have Kyle Perkey, who's a Maryland native from Bridgewater College, and Justin Williamson, who coached is at Bridgewater now and coached at Norfolk State. So those are pretty good guys right there. I have Stan Hodgen, the OC at Shenandoah University. Trying to think Division II guys. You have Coach McCook. You have Luke Wright, the DB coach at Shepherd. I have Dan Beard, who's a college teammate of mine. He's the special teams and linebackers coordinator and linebackers coach at Millersville. Man, I could rattle off some. Who else am I missing? Oh, this is a good one. So Coach Scott Shorter.
Yeah.
Scott Curd, Shorter University. They're a school in Georgia. He flew in a day, so he posted something on Twitter, flying over Navy Stadium. Coach is doing it for free. Like, I don't have anything to offer him. I can't pay him. He does it out of kindness of his heart. He takes a vacation, getaway, and he'll be in to talk about, some different offensive schemes too. So there's a ton of guys. There's a ton of great guys.
Yeah.
So on top of that, Towson's bringing their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, and their special teams coordinator all come to speak as well.
Really outstanding stuff, and we definitely salute you for throwing it together. I can't wait for it. It's going to be fun.
I appreciate it, man. Again, if any of you guys are hearing this and you haven't registered yet, I posted all over social media, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, or Dundalk Football or my personal page, it's up. You just click the link. You can do it online. You guys are getting fed. Like I said, you're getting a free beanie. You get to hang out with some cool dudes. Like I said, please sign up. Bring your friends. It's only $20, and you get 35 speakers.
The more the merrier.
Opposed to Glacier. I've been to Glacier. I'm not going to hate on Glacier, but you don't have to pay any hotel fees. You're not paying $130. You're getting free food. It's only a day. You don't only get to you get to talk ball with your friends for a day, and then you're still back at home at a decent time.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. It's this Saturday. What's the address? Dundalk High School.
Yeah, so it's we're this Saturday, February 25th. It's 1901 Del Valle Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, Dundalk High School. Check-in will start at 7:30. And end about 8.
All right. Well, that's Coach Tom Abel. Thank you so much for joining the show, Coach Tom. I'll chop this up and get it out as soon as possible, and we'll look forward to the clinic. And best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.